What is vibing? This is Vish, and today I'll be talking about confidence or clarity. Currently at Casa de Luz, which is a beautiful vegan restaurant and vibey place which actually has a lot to offer, whether it's this Third Eye Meditation Lounge, which is back there, and a bunch of other cool, like, spiritual vibe type of energy shops and places, I guess. I'm not sure what else to describe this place as, but anyways, before we start, we'd love to hear your current state of how you are in this moment in the comments down below. How are you feeling in this present moment? It's important to realize that this present moment is all that you have, all that you will ever have. God's or the natural intelligence's greatest gift, presence, or the present. So yeah, share that down below, and also would love to hear what you're grateful for in this present moment as well, in the comments down below. Now, if you're curious about what I'm grateful for, if this is your first time watching the video, you might be surprised or unsure, but if you have seen this before, it's going to be the same answer as always, and it's this present moment, right now, in the here, in the now. Another thing I want to mention was I'm doing these completely raw, so I like to call these realizations or raw reflections, because I'm speaking from, let's call it consciousness or clarity, tying that back to the question of the video, right, which is clarity or confidence, or some might say neither, or some might say both. Well, I will break that down to you in this video and really just share what I've learned from this path as well as this realization. So this is realization number 2 that I'm really sharing with you all right now. And yeah, with that being said, let us first understand what clarity is and what confidence is. Keep in mind, I'm sharing what I know out of experience and maybe a loosely subconscious based memorization / understanding of a dictionary definition. But besides that, it'll all come from the knowing or experience based response. So confidence. What is confidence? Confidence is the thinking that you know something without actually knowing. Now, there's obviously different types of confidence, whether it's underconfidence, overconfidence, just confidence. Now, if you have a different definition of that, please comment that down below, or maybe if you have a different version of what you think about it, also comment that down below. But really at the core, what I've realized is that it comes down to thinking you know something that you really don't know. Now, you might think that confidence or even overconfidence would be more ideal than underconfidence, and it might be the case. But as I've learned from Sadhguru, I want to share this story with you all, which is really quick. It's almost like a parable. So I want to first do a real quick shouts out to Sadhguru for this inspiration. And I'm switching my hands, which is why you're seeing the movement happen, because it's a heavy camera and I did not bring the Gorilla Pod with me right now. So anyways, the story goes like this. It's brief. There was a guy who had a blindfold and was practicing for some competition, some racing competition. And as he's running, he wanted to get so good at it that he just decided to wear a blindfold. I'm not sure why, but let's just go with it for now with the story and to get to the point. So he, wore it, started running, and eventually got to a signal, like a traffic stop, intersection. You get the idea. And at that point, he, with overconfidence, didn't even see who was stopping, who was moving, just ran with the blindfold. So that's confidence or overconfidence. And connecting this to, actually before I do that, clarity would be literally just taking off the blindfold and then waiting for the signal and knowing what the right thing is to do. So that's clarity, but we'll get to that in a bit. There's a lot of, I guess, notion, or even, let's call it mantras, Western mantras that are all positive, affirmation based, and positive this, positive that. You see, positivity is very overused as well as underserved, or just doesn't serve you really, because with positivity comes negativity. It's natural, you can't avoid it. People with negative thoughts will be like, let me start having more positive thoughts. Well, once you start doing that, the negative thoughts will follow, so it's only natural. Anyways, even this whole positive affirmation as I am this, I am that, I am this, I am confident, I am strong, I am, even the whole, okay, let's keep it simple and just use this as examples. So those are fine, and maybe if you're in an underconfident state, actually I just had this mini realization right now, maybe if you're in an underconfident state, you can use these to help you get to that level of confidence. What I'm here to tell you is clarity over confidence. Not clarity or, but clarity over. Transcending confidence to tap into clarity. You see, clarity will really just help you realize the awareness. What is this the way it is? No emotional baggage or thoughts or this and that attached. Literally just observing with pure awareness. That is clarity. And so that is why it's super important to transcend confidence. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's very limiting, and as you obviously just understood with the example I provided y'all, it can be very limiting and it's not applicable everywhere. Whereas clarity, wherever you go, it's used, it's needed, very essential. That is kind of connecting this to now the older video that I had, which was, or the first video of the realization series, which is all about how this world is awakening, as we like to call it. You see, when people suffer, and the world is suffering, suffering will awaken you to, naturally, clarity. When you have all that fog in your face, mind, emotions, energy, what do you need? Positive emotions or clarity? You know the answer. It's very simple. And imagine I'm talking to you in the screen and this is all fogged up with pink spray, or let's call it, I don't know, red spray, because it represents negative for whatever reason. But now I'm going to cover it up with blue spray, because blue spray is positive. Again, let's just go with the example for now. So, is it getting any clearer, or is it getting foggier? You know the answer. So that is the whole point of confidence. And to quickly connect back to what I was saying earlier with regards to going from underconfidence to confidence to transcending, I mean, it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It might require you to go from underconfidence to confidence, or let's say from overconfidence to confidence, a level of grounding before you truly transcend. But eventually we, I'm sure, hopefully at this point, know what this goal would be and why we must do this. Now, a question that might pop would be, how? How do I seek that clarity? Well, there are so many different methods, and I guess a similar term to attribute to clarity would be awareness, meditativeness, or being meditative, being clear, being aware, being conscious. All very similar. And how do you attain this? Well, I think this is where I, at least from experience, have realized that there can be many wrong ways, potentially, quote unquote wrong, but also many right ways. So there's no single right way. At least that's what I've come to realize. And the reason I'm saying this is because whether it's formal meditation sitting, presence practice, as I've learned from Eckhart Tolle, whether it's going into nature, whether it's just feeling the sensation of your hands, body awareness, as many portals as he likes to describe, as methods to tap into presence. So presence is the other word. Presence is also clarity, in a way. So, yeah. Hopefully this sheds some light as to why clarity over confidence. Appreciate you taking the time and watching this. Make it a great day. Actually, before I end that, comment down what you learned from this, or what you feel, or maybe some other topics and questions that you would want to discuss, also in the comments down below. With that, make it a great day. Take it joyfully. Stay conscious, and ecstasy.